"Once, long ago, there were no gods," said the Druid, with a sideways glance at Alva as he spoke. He smiled through his salt and pepper beard. "No gods, nor men, nor birds, nor trees. There were echoes of something vast and dark within the mists of time." "So it was for us as well, Druid," said the nameless witch. "But you speak of fire and feathers and death. No, I speak of whispers, and the memories of a thing old and terrible." Hilden laughed. "For the Scaldings, death came before life. For us Woldlings and the other men of this house, life came before death. But for me, it was the egg, the seed, the primordial whisper of something yet to be and yet never was. That is the black tree I remember, the tree from which all things came to be, betwixt life and death, amidst the roiling sea of that old, old world. For how can there be life without death, or death without life? There must have been some middle ground, some ground as sits between the living and the dead, where sits the egg and the seed, and the creature in the mother's womb." "Poor green man," the young witch giggled. "Poor man doesn't know what he's talking about. Alva, we must help him." Alva smiled, coming to stand beside the witch. "You're wrong, Eldon. Wrong about us, about what we believe. There was always death. In the darkness there was a death so old and sweet it could swallow the gods, assuming there were any gods to swallow. But it was death that made life, a death so fine it felt the heat of its own pyre, and awoke with a start from the dark and dim to wake the world from its slumber. Death killed the dark, and killed itself to make life. From the shadow stuff that made the world, dead death made the crows. From the living corpse of old death wears a shroud of shadow as well, and that shroud came to life, came to be the great god of death we know today, the greatest and most terrible of the gods, greater than the land and sea and sky, the crow god, the one that lasts forever." Eldon looked for a moment perplexed, then a smile returned to his lips. "You tell children that story?" "Only the ones we want to frighten.